In defence of the meeting. Attending a meeting and thinking it should have been an email is a common experience. But the flip side also applies. There are times when meetings are the best choice. By Amanda Woodard. This article is edited for audio purposes. Article begins. In the book, A World Without Email, author Cal Newport talks about the tyranny of the inbox, arguing that email is inefficient and disrupts focus. Newport, a computer science professor at Georgetown University, says that the constant flow of written communication can have a negative impact on work performance too. Organisational psychologist Dr. Amantha Imber says it is not as simple as email is bad and face-to-face is good. Imber, who is also the author of the book Time-Wise, says it's about whether you are controlling the technology or whether you are allowing the technology to control you. In some cases, a single email can quickly become a more labour-intensive exchange than having a quick meeting or picking up the phone. Imber says that if a business is facing a serious challenge that affects many people or a manager has critical feedback, this is best communicated face-to-face. It is true that emails are appropriate for sharing information with multiple people at any time of day. In this way, email is efficient and can be used to send multimedia attachments. Organisational coach Donna McGeorge says, email tends to be more formal in style, and younger people tend to avoid it. Instead, instant messaging is preferred and is becoming increasingly accepted in business situations. McGeorge says there is no guarantee that recipients will open every important email, and if a message is important, such as a policy change, she uses multiple methods of communication, including email. Imber says that email messages can also be misconstrued, especially if tone is misinterpreted. A message that could be interpreted negatively is often better delivered in a meeting. McGeorge agrees and says, you might send a perfectly innocuous email and the receiver reads it as aggressive or flippant. Emails are the least effective way for communicating messages where there might be an emotive response. Imber suggests switching off notifications and being more mindful of email usage to avoid email pollution. She says, think before firing off emails to people when you want to get something off your chest. Imber also suggests creating a to discuss list that only includes people contacted regularly. She explains, whenever you have something that needs to be discussed with them, which doesn't require an immediate response, put it on the list. When you have your next meeting, whether video or in person, bring those items to that meeting. You can discuss them quickly instead of having a drawn-out email exchange. Employees at Imber's behavioural science consultancy, Inventium, use email to share ideas and feedback. Imber says it's good for teams to be deliberate about what they do synchronously and what they do asynchronously. Most teams don't think this through. At Inventium, this takes the form of brainstorming by email. This is so that people aren't under pressure in an in-person meeting and can think about ideas and solutions to problems in their own time and contribute that via email.